we create IT assessment items. Items are added here in IT assessment. Okay, so in this session, efforts and tentative date will be updated by the respective person. So respective person column is not exist here. Who is that respective person who take the action? His name is the department IT head. So what I do, I will take the department IT head. I check the IT department and what column name? IT department head. So same column. So same column I will create in I here, and the value will pop up. So what I do, I will create here one people picker. Okay, so person and group, and I say IT DEPT head is a column name for this. Okay, and this is a normal people picker IT DEPT head. So why I have added that column here? Because we create the view, and in that view what we say, IT DEPT head equal to me. That logic we condition or filter condition we apply in that, then it will display only the items those are pending with me for assessment. Okay, we'll do that in the next upcoming sessions. But first of all, we have not considered this IT department head. We are not populating this value here, so I need to modify my old flow. The flow name is here, so IT work management flow. So I'll go in that flow and I will update that column also. The column name is, what is our column name? Column name is just scroll down and ITDPT. So here get item and create item. In this create item, I will update ITDPT show advance. I hope tentative date efforts by ITDPT. That column is not appearing as of now. Okay, we need to refresh it. It takes some time. Okay, means what I did, I just created ITDPT head column here, so that this column field will updated by the respective DPT head name here. If the SAP is there, then Raju Patil will appear there. Okay, here in this column. Correct. Where is that? In IT assessment column, this column. See, where is that column? Just I have added. Just a moment. IT assessment. Let me get current view. Recently I have added it. DPT head. Is it? No, I think I have added the column in our main list, work details list. Just a minute, let me check. No, it's not added. Again I will add. It seems that it was not saved. So again I will create person group, column name, and ITDEPT head. Okay, so and I'll say save. It will create the column ITDEPT head. Okay, so again I refresh it. The column was not created earlier. I check that whether column is created in IT assessment. It's there. Okay, now I have modified, updated, refresh, and IT department, create IT department list assessment, create IT assessment list item. Okay, so here show now tentative date with that field, IT assessment, here efforts days, so IT department work details. Still it's not populating. Okay, no problem. So we IT assessment list, okay, same list. Okay, here IT DPT head column I have created. Now go here. Actually it will take some time to update the connection with the data source. Let me copy, get IT department head here, and we are getting this IT department, and whether we have captured the department head here in this list. in main list total status site manager. Okay, and site manager, operational manager. Okay, Mahindra, your site manager is appearing. Mahindra operational manager will appear afterwards. Okay, but as of now ITDBT head needs to be pop up there, but it's not showing. Let me refresh it or close and we open it again. So what I do, I'll go into my flow, leave the page and refresh it. My flows here, and I will go here, share with me, edit. Now I'll go here and again here, send email request to approval comment loop. Okay, not this one, and get items, create IT assessment. So this one is create item, get create IT assessment list item. We need to check the here. Now it's, you can see column is appearing. So we need to set the value. So which value? Get IT department head item, this value. Here title is equal to IT department. This value we need to set here. Use that value. Okay. So how I can achieve that? So here I have used the get IT department head email. Okay, so same field, and here we have capturing that. Now IT department email loop, it will send the email to them. So what I do, if I will move it up, then so what happen, it will retrieve the only one. Just a moment, and here IT department create department loop, create IT assessment list item, IT department value. IT department is lookup, that's why. Okay, so what I do, I will take this up, this action up. Just a minute, scroll up bit. Okay, or you can take this action down. Action cannot be dragged down below action, that depends on it. Okay, so in this we are using, okay, but I want to update IT department head value is here, and I want to update IT DPT head uh, here. Okay, so what I do, title IT department. Okay, the department which we create here. So see here. Now here IT DPT value, and here whatever the IT DPT value is the same. So what I do here, I create here, I delete this action. Before that, what I do, I'll create one action here, say add action, or see, I will modify this one only. While taking this action up, it's saying these things will depend on this. So what I do, I will use this value, ITDPT value, this field. Okay, same field, I copy this and use it here. Okay, let me set title is equal to PQ. Okay, title PQ, and do this like this way. So it will retrieve, see, again this value retrieve from IT department loop, means this one means same here. So what I'm doing, I'm using this value here, IT department. Now if I will drag and drop up, then nothing will, no issue will happen here. So I will take this down in spite of taking get IT head email. So it's a swap now. Okay, So my get department id head is up here. Okay, now you you will get IT department head email. Okay, and now we use this IT department head email here from this action. Okay, so I will say enter custom value here, and from condition, from dynamic content, now you need to get IT department head email, IT department head claim, and head email. Okay, if you put the email again, check that. So here, so IT department head email. Okay, so got it. So again, one more thing you observe that. Okay, so you are taking this is again, see, for this field again it will look, but you know that this it will return the only one value. Okay, so no need to worry about this loop condition. Okay, so it will create what happened, it will create IT items. Again it will loop, means it will execute properly, no need to worry. Okay, so after that, okay, so after that, so here you can see create IT assessment list items. Okay, and in that we are applying the IT head email. Okay, so what I do, I'll save this. Okay, and I go here, I check that my conditions are working fine or not. Okay, I will delete all these things from here, delete, and now I will run save failed invalid create IT assessment list items is nested in for each. This it nested in a for each. Okay, so what I do here, mm, save failed call invalid template master template invalid the input template send an email to IT head IT assessment line 1, and the column cannot reference action create IT assessment list. Okay, okay, no problem. So what you need to do here, IT DPT head, just a minute, what I do, I remove this. Okay, and just a moment, I take it up. Okay, and remove this, delete this. Okay, so here IT head email is there, it send the email, and this value is populated get IT department head email. Okay, so here what I do, after sending the email, I will say update, and update atom here. So if we say update atom IT department, atom will updated. Okay, here we can say update atom. Okay, okay, update atom list. I copy the list URL from here and paste it here. Okay, now here, mhm, we are unable to find the site address. Please try to select the site address. Why? Let me check. I have copied it correctly. We are unable to find the site address. Please enter. Now it's identified. Okay, so I select the list name, IT assessment list, update. You can take the get atom department head email. So here department head. So create IT atom ID. So from this I take the ID. Okay, so create. see this ID, create IT assessment list ID. But why it's showing me this, I don't know. Okay, so work ID, from this also you can use the same work ID, and I need to update this. Okay, so this value will appear from this get IT head. Okay, so here I select that. So just a minute. Wait, no. What is the field name? IT DPT head. So I just put IT, so it filter at least 2 item. So create not IT, get, want to use the field from get IT department head value, and I will say here, just a moment, IT department head email here. Okay, I put that email here. Okay, so here now already for email we have created the loop, that's why in the same loop I just update it again, but still it's saying unable to find the site. Okay, issue has been resolved now. Okay, so it's a save perfectly. Now we can test it. Just a few minutes. Okay, save, ready to go. Okay, now what I do, I just test my action here automatically, and I use the last run test. Okay, and we check that what is happened here now. So okay, here we need to approve atom. Let me check who is the approver in this case. Get manager email information to, and Sneha. Sneha, can you please approve it at your end immediately?
Uh,
You have received the
yes,
email on
yes.
your Outlook. Yeah. Then afterwards, it will goes in further conditions for approval. So that will check in this list. We'll upload this. Sorry, have you received or not? Email received or not? Yes. Yeah. She approved it.
Yes, sir, I received.
Okay, okay, no problem. Okay, she approved it, and now you can see IT departments are app. C department head is populating here. Upal is also populating here, and everything is working fine in this condition. You can see. Okay, so up to this we are okay, right? Okay, everything is working fine. Our IT department head is also populating here. We keep it this because we use the filter, use this field in some places. Okay, in a form also we require this. On form we need to filter some content based on the login user and who is the IT department head. That's why we use this login. So what I do now, here we have added many condition here, but one thing is missing as of now, which is the logs. Okay, so in this we complete the log part, and then we will move into the IT assessment logic. This logic is here, that one is already discussed, but before that I will complete the log part. Log part is a really easy, and means it will help us to track our flow, and which is a very important while working. Okay, so for that purpose I will create the one list, and in this list what I logic I will apply, I'll say here, say flow execution log. Okay, so flow execution log, this is a simple list I create, and it will maintain the log entries. So first title column I will update it with the work ID, and we need to maintain the status as well as the work ID and some details. So at what condition we are. Okay, so means at what stage we are and where is our flow is executing. From that we understand that. Okay, so I'll just go into the site contents, sorry, list setting. Now list settings, here I'll say title, and here I'll say work ID. And you know what is the work ID for that. Work ID. Quickly I create remaining column, work ID, then mm, status. Just to go here and check the what is the column we use, the status column, so that I'll use here work status column name. I'll give it as a single line text. Keep it single line plain. Okay. Again, I'll add few more flow stage. Okay, or flow action. Keep it single line. Okay. What more details? So see, work ID, work status, and flow action. So and one more. I will keep the field here. Mm, just a minute. Work pending. Okay. So work pending. So I just keep the work pending, so we can maintain the with whom that work is pending. Okay, so that one is also will maintain. So I will go here. I have created this flow execution log. So first thing, what I do, I'll keep the adding the logs. Okay, so whenever we add the log, you understand that where exactly flow stuck or what is the issue. So when atom is created, then here you can add the log, and once one log is created, you just need to copy and paste same log everywhere. So I'll say create. So create. Now here create atom. Now here select this ITRL. Just a minute. Okay, now I select the list. Just one, which one we have created. So here we can see leave flow execution log, and here create atom. So work ID, whatever the work ID here, I use this work ID as it is. Okay, work ID, work status. Okay, whatever the work status, initial work status value is there. Okay, I put this flow action. So we need to give the flow action. You need to say here um, this log is for flow action. So we can say here flow trigger. Okay, okay, work pending. So work pending with whom this action is pending. So you know that I can say flow. We keep this as of now. We have not captured, and I say here I keep it blank. Okay, means just flow trigger. No, nothing will happen, and I rename it. I rename it and say that initial workflow trigger log. Okay, so these things we need to maintain, and we say copy it, which is pretty simple. Okay, so get site manager, then update ID. So here, then here update work ID and site manager, and here approval from manager. Okay, So here I will, what I do, I add my action here and say my clipboard and say here. Okay, and I rename it and I'll say here, now it's a before the approval stage. Okay, pending, every time keep habit log, so you can quickly understand the log here. Okay, so log pending with site manager. Okay, pending with the site manager log, and what I do, I'll do here and I say here status is automatically now here say pending with the site manager, and your work status you can manually put or you can keep as it is, because we have updated status here. You can see here status has been updated here, pending for sales manager, and that same status we are using status value as it is. And now flow action, you can say that flow action, which is the flow action request. Here you can say what action we are taking here. We need to provide some bit details. So request send to site manager for approval. Okay, and work pending with, now you need to get the site manager, get the site manager email id. Where is the site manager email id? So say I can say site manager. Okay, have we updated here site manager updated in our list? So we can take it from our list also. Site site manager, see here. So you use this. Okay, so this log is clearly the detail with whom request is pending and all. Okay, so again we go down here. Now this, once this action is completed, then here, okay, and here, okay, send email to requester, approve comment loop, and here it send the requester that yeah, its request has been approved, and here again we are sending the email to the IT department head for IT assessment. Okay, so here we can put the log also, and just copy and paste it here and rename it. Try to put a maximum log as you required. So I say log request send to and for IT assessment. Okay, so IT assessment, this request goes to the IT assessment, and here what details you can say flow, here you say flow action request send to IT. Okay, so and status is also there, no problem. Work pending IT DBT head. Okay, so you can put like this also, DBT head, or in case we have, I think ITDPT get ITDPT head. So if we, what we do, I just cut it from here. Okay, cut. So or I just drag and drop it here, get IT department head email here, right? So here if I will create it this action there, that will be more better and effective, because it will send the email and performs all the operations. So what I do, I just drag it, sorry, I copy it. Okay, copy. Okay, and paste it here. Log request send. Okay, okay, and I delete this action. Log request for send. Okay, so here you can see, and here we'll maintain rename, and here I put the IT department head value, which one we have updated earlier here, this one. Okay, so I just copy it, select Ctrl C, and paste it. So you will directly get the work pending with whom that activity is pending. You will get the IT head name as well. Okay, how it will help, how it will useful, we will understand it. Okay, request sent, request, I say that request pending with IT head. Okay, for IT assessment. Okay, so we have described in a bit more detailed manner request sent, or you rename it log request pending for IT assessment. Okay, so it will give us the clear idea. So one more thing, I think we have not updated status yet. In many places we miss the status update. What are the different status we have maintained? Here we can see. I copy those status. Maybe it required we need to update the status also. Okay, so I copy this and I create one notepad file. Okay, so pending for site manager. So pending for site manager status updated, then pending for IT assessment. Okay, so that one we have not updated yet. Here pending for site manager was updated. Then here again here what I do, create IT assessment. You know that here we created the IT assessment. This is the right time to update our status in our main list, which is a work detail list. Okay, update item in a work detail list. So I will copy site URL and I paste it here, and here I will select my list, which is a work detail list, and you can put the ID as it is because we are in the same item. Create IT assessment, no. Get item, no. No ID. Update, this one is also fine, or you can when item is created, that one is also fine. So what we need to update here I need to update the status value. Okay, so pending for IT assessment, pending for, where is that status value? Okay, so status value will automatically update which one, pending for IT assessment. Okay, so status value updated here. Okay, now here I just rename it and give the action name update status in work details. Okay, now save this thing. Okay, keep saving the things. Okay, one more thing, we have not maintained the log once the request is approved. So send the email request approved, we have directly maintained the log here, request approve and send these log request pending for IT assessment. Okay, this approved, you can also add one log here also. Once the request is approved, you can put one more log, but rejection request is very important. Again I will go here and I put here one log here, what is send email, and again I'll add, because here who site manager rejected the request. Okay, so I'll go here, initial flow, I will paste it here and rename it here and say it as log request, sorry, log request rejected by site. Okay, and here I go here, sorry, click here, again work ID status. So here one more thing, again we need to do one more thing. We have not updated the status here, we'll update that. Okay, so for that purpose we'll copy that. So here work status as it is I'll say, and here I'll say request rejected by site. Okay, you can also put the site manager name, okay, if required. Okay, that will be more interactive. So here, where is the site manager? Here is the site manager. We can copy this site manager from here. Okay, so I copy that site manager. Then I'll put that site manager here. Where is that site manager? Request rejected by site manager, and we put his name in bracket. Okay. Oh shit. Just a minute. And we put his name in the bracket. You just to check that from where this site manager appearing. Move the cursor. Get site manager email. This request to get site manager from this site manager email information action. So I go here and I just extract here. This is site manager. So update no email. Okay. This display name will be better. Okay. So work pending. You can say rejected. So nothing will happen, and we maintain the work log. Okay. Now here, as I am saying that, one more thing we need to update in our main list, that I copy this request rejected. Okay, so I just put it here, add action of my keyboard and update here, and I rename it. I say update status in our, say rejected. Okay, rejected status in a word detail. Now, now here, pending for IT assessment, pending for site rejected. Okay, so see, as I am saying that that action is missing, that so we need to add one more action in our column, that rejected by site manager. Here rejected, rejected by site manager. Okay, so I copy this. Now again what I do, here enter custom value, you can see here, save this. Okay, actually that value, that column value will not immediately populate here, rejected by. If I can put manually here, I don't think so it will give me error. Maybe it will give us error here. Okay, it's saved, that's good. I have given the correct parameter. Now we save this. Okay, so all logs are maintained up to date here, and we can see how it will execute from last test action. Okay, so here and test it. I will go in my work log list. Sneha, please approve it. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so again we go and request is pending. Request stuck here. Again it's a pending for approval, and see, at least our first log is created here. You can see our first log is ready here. Work ID is missing because we are updating work ID here, and we have created initial flow log here. That's why work ID is missing. Okay, it will update. We'll do that change. Initially work ID was blank, and we update the work ID here. We can give the work ID. Okay, she approved that, and flow executed successfully, and it created all the items and everything. Okay, let's see how it's doing. Okay, so work ID is still missing, work status are not populating. Okay, so these things, two things we need to check what exactly the issue with the work ID and work status. Request sent to the site manager for approval, request pending with the IT head for IT assessment, request pending with the C. This request, because this request goes to three different people. Okay, that's why. So this request goes to three different people. We need to also keep the column of a department, and also we'll fix this issue why id is not getting populated initial flow. So work id, initially work id was a blank, and initially status was also blank. Okay, so that's why status was, so manually I will say here manually. So you know that initially the status, this is the initial status pending for. Okay, and here I say Mahi, you know the work item screen. Okay, so again I will go here and update wherever I use the log pending with the site manager initial log. Then here also I will do the same change. Now here work id updated, so update work id. I just take this work id status value. I just take this status value, maybe this status value here. Let me check why the status was not updated here. Okay, no problem. So we have again rework on it, and again we go down, update work details, log. Here we have added the log. Okay, so here work id, let me put the work id here. Work id from update action. Okay, update this work id because where we have updated work id status value. So I update the status where we have updated the status. In update items we have updated the status update item action. I think it's set up current upload status content upload, no, status update status, work detail, this one. Sorry, this needs to be here. Log update status value. Okay, so requests is pending with IT head. Okay, so save this. Okay, so we can see the work pending Sneha, then Rohan, Rupali. It will working fine as per our expectation. Okay, so I save this. Okay, so I'll trigger this. Okay, save this and I'll trigger my phone. Check that, approve it, Sneha.
Okay, sir.
So we wait for a moment. Have you approved it? So it's fine.
Yes, sir. I approved.
Okay, it's executed. So now you can see status. See here, all the status are populating. Actually, I need to say Mahin said here. Okay, flow trigger request sent to the site manager for approval. Request pending with the IT head for IT assessment, and these are the different IT head. Also, we can create one column here to know the department name. Okay, here so that we can get the exact log. So like this way, in this session we have implemented the log, and in next session we'll implement the logic, how we can implement this, how we can calculate the tentative maximum big tentative date and the total effort count. Okay, we'll connect in the next session. Thank you.